One of your biggest problem is too many calls. The advertising trap most local businesses fall into. Let me tell you about Mike. Mike owns an HVAC company. Every single month, he writes a check for $2,000 to Google Ads. And every month, his stomach turns when he sees the charge hit his account. He gets calls, sure. But here's the problem. Half of them are people shopping around. They want 3 quotes before they decide. Some never call back. Others go with whatever is cheapest. Mike is tired. He's tired of paying per click. He's tired of competing on price. He's tired of watching his profit margin shrink because cost of getting customers keep going up. Sounds familiar? If you run a local service business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The platform keeps raising prices, your competition keeps bidding higher, and you're stuck on this treadmill where you can get off because the second you stop paying, your phone stops ringing. Today I'm going to show you a completely different way, a way where your phone rings with qualified customers who are ready to hire you, and it doesn't cost you anything per call. I know that sounds too good to be true, but stick with me. The next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact numbers, the real case study, and how you can copy this for your own business. So basically, we're able to generate 16 qualified leads from customers filling out this form. Basically, for a website we built out in November of 2024, and by January 25, we'll be able to get our very first lead. And this website basically cost us less than $100 to build out. So if you stick with me in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we're able to build out this website and how you can repeat the same thing for your business. The first thing we did was get an exact match domain for this business. So an exact match domain simply means you including the core service you render, which is Gutters, and the city McKinney in the domain name. For some reason, Google tends to love this domain, and hence it is able to rank for searches like Rain Gutters McKinney right here, and for other queries like Seamless Gutters McKinney, it's ranking position number 2. Professional gutter repair in McKinney is ranking position number 10. Best gutter service McKinney, ranking position number 3 right here. Gutter clean McKinney, position number 1. So whichever, that is actually how it's able to rank. That's the first thing you need to do. Get an exact match domain if you don't have a website already. But if you do, I'm still going to walk you through exactly how to completely dominate your location within 5 to 10 mile radius that you're able to service. So stick with me in this video and I will guide you through that. The second thing we did is build this one-page website. It's not a fancy one like you see. It's simply a one-pager and it's not really fancy. And the next thing, we added Q sections to this page, and I'm going to talk about it right now. The second thing we did was get the title tag. So it's basically about what your website is all about. It tells Google, tells the user, anybody who comes onto your website, they know exactly what it is all about. For in that case, it's about gutter installation, repair, cleaning in McKinney, Texas. And this is exactly what appears right here when people look for your website online. So that's the title of your website. And the next best thing we did was also include this thing in the headline of the website. The headline also tells Google about what that specific page, not the entire website right now, the specific page, what it's all about. In our case, we do gutter installation, repair, replacement in McKinney. And in the very first paragraph, just after the headline, you also want to include the service you render plus the city. The second section is our service section. This is where you want to list out all of the related services that you offer. In our case, gutter replacement, gutter repair, gutter cleaning, and so on and so forth, and talk a brief about them. And the next section is why they should choose us. The why they should choose us section simply involves you talking about what makes your company look unique, what do you do differently, and how differently do you do it, and how they can simply book a call with you right now. So if you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer finances, this is exactly what you want to include. If you're family owned, you also want to include that there right there. And the second last thing we did was answer frequently asked questions. These are basically what people are actively searching on Google. People who are looking for your services. Like here, Gutters McKinney. If you search, there's a section they call people also ask. Google has given you the hint on exactly what people are looking for. So all you need to do is to ensure that the questions that you're answering is narrowed down to the location that you're servicing. In our case, it's McKinney. So you want to say how much on average does it cost to replace a guttering in McKinney? How much does it cost to replace gutters in McKinney? How much to replace gutters around the house in McKinney? Should I replace a 20-year-old gutters in McKinney? Those are the kind of questions you want to ask and answer on your website to give you that authority and further boost within the eyes of Google. Then the last thing we did was include the zip code of this location that we service. This helps with when users are looking for a specific location in that area, and this gives your website a higher chance of ranking. And when you rank higher on Google, people click on your website, they call your business, and they book a call to get their services fulfilled. So basically, that's all we did on this website and got it ranking. The next best thing we did was get our website listed on multiple directories, also known as citations. So this basically tells Google we are in for business and we are trustworthy because a lot of websites is basically mentioning our website. So it gives us that upvote and helps us compete within Google. And basically that's all we did. We spent $75 on this. You could hire the service of this guy, Mohammed Wahid. He does it for $75 and you get delivery within 7 days. There are other cheap services you can use right on this platform, but this is the one I know I've tested and tried and it works for me right now. So that's exactly what you can do today, and you can get your business ranking as soon as possible. So there are a lot of things we didn't do with this website, which I'm going to delve into. So there are a lot of things we didn't do with this website. Let me see if I have that diet right down right here. Okay. We didn't have a dedicated service page. First of all, we didn't have an active phone number. That's why I didn't report calls from phone numbers. So if we had an active phone number on this website, we definitely generate even more calls, double or triple the number of leads that came in. Excuse me, please. I'm kind of dry right now. So basically, that's something we could have done right on this website. Then the next best thing we could have done is also have a dedicated service page for each of the services that we render. Excuse me. So the next best thing we could have done is have each of these related services have them on a dedicated service page. And this gives Google more context and helps us rank better for that specific service itself in that area. Then what we could have also added location pages, surrounding locations within 10 to within 5 to 10 mile radius. Could have added all of those location pages. Even though Google does not really rank inner pages, but for some reason you just need to have them there and build the authority for your website overall. And basically that's things we could have done for the on page itself. Then for the off page, I recommend you do a press release because it's been tested right now, and this is working right now in 2025 going to 2026. You want to have a press release out. These are basically foundational links that gives Google context about your website and helps Google trust your website since it's just starting out. So you want to have all of this. If you have a Google business profile, this also helps you further strengthens your Google business profile and helps you rank higher, and you definitely get more calls from doing this basically. And in order for you to get your rankings way high up here to rank position number one for almost all of the keywords you target, you need to build more links, high authority links. I'm talking about guest posts and local niche edits. You can get this from my local SEO mentee, Jackie Cho. He offers this niche edits and local guest posts for anywhere between $74 to $90 for guest post and $90 to $95 for niche edit. So that's something you want to have. So you could have a mix of both to get optimal results. So that's basically how we're able to generate the number of leads and how you can do this for yourself also. So like I said, for 2 to 3 months, nothing happened. And January of 2025, our very first lead came from just doing this. And after that, the leads kept coming, not flawed, but steady. 1 to 3 leads for every single site because like I said, the local map apps get most of the calls that are coming in. So if you're ranking here, you get a few leads that come in. Hence our multi-site strategy. So because you're ranking for just one city, hence you're getting less lead. But what if you could dominate the entire locations around 5 to 10 mile radius of your location service? Imagine a pool of 10 websites generating 2 to 5 leads every single month, each of these websites. That's anywhere between 20 to 50 leads per month from your pool of 10 websites that you own. And that's exactly what we are going to show you right here. So for the multi-site strategy, we've established that Google tends to trust the homepage of each of the websites for that specific service. Why? Because of the number of links that are pointing to it. You have your citations pointing to it, you have your press release, you have your niche edit, guest posts, all of this pointing to the homepage. So it gives it that power, and Google tends to rank the homepage for that core service that you're rendering. So if you serve multiple locations, like in our case, McKinney, areas that are surrounding it is Allen, Prosper, Princeton. So you want to have dedicated service page for each of these locations that you service. And thus, Google is going to rank all of them, and all road leads to Rome. So you definitely get one of these website for $254. The 7 cities could spend it anywhere between 2005. It's still way less than what you're going to be spending for ads. So this is how the structure is going to look like. You have your main website targeting the main keyword. You have your service hub pages targeting repair, replacement, cleaning, and gutter guard install. Then you also have all of the location pages and even more deeper, and you go down the rabbit hole. So why this strategy crushes big directories? You know, sometimes you're competing against Yelp, Angie's, and big franchises. But here's the secret: Google actually favors small local business website for specific city searches. So when someone searches for gutter installation, Google wants to show them McKinney-based businesses, not national directories, not franchise sites trying to rank for a 500 city. So the exact match domain tells Google exactly what you do and where you do it, and that's powerful. And when you build separate sites for each city, you're basically filling the first page of Google with your own property. Your McKinney site ranks, your Allen site ranks, your Prosper site ranks. You own the search result entirely. So if you do the math, you could get a ton of leads from this. So what happens after you get this all set up? So I'm not saying paying for Google ads or paying for Facebook ads is bad. You keep that because that's what brings in business for your that's what brings in revenue for your business. But here's my advice. Run your ads while building out your SEO system, then slowly reduce the ad budget as soon as organically starts flowing. And eventually, you might hit the 0 point on ad spend. Or you might keep a small budget for just quick wins. Either way, you're not dependent on ads anymore. And here's the thing. Getting leads is just one step. You also need to convert them, manage them, and getting reviews to your business to grow them. And that's where working with us long term makes sense. We don't just build this website for you and disappear. We manage your Google business profile every single week. We respond to reviews. We collect reviews. We set up an AI automated system that books calls for you on autopilot and respond to these reviews. We also stay on top of updates of Google and get you the best results as much as possible. So within 90 days, you could start getting your own consistent leads, not years, not someday, 3 months. And here's what we want to do for you this week. Book a free call with us. It's completely free. We look at your local market and show you exactly how many leads you could be getting within a few months. I have a 3 spots open right now for risk-free Google business trials. You only pay when you see results, no upfront cost. We don't work with you if we don't see results. You can file out anytime. And if you want to do it yourself method, we walk you through the old $224 step. You can build your first city yourself with our guidance. And here's the truth: most local business owners don't have time to do this yourself. But you're running a business, you're doing estimates, you're managing crews, and the customer calls. That's why the done for you option exists. We build out your multiple city, multi-site, we optimize everything, we manage it ongoing. You answer the phone call when customer calls, and link to book a call in the description. And if you watched this video up to now, thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.